So far, our hike along the Backbone Trail has stayed mostly high on ridges and has been pretty dry. Now this section between Encinal Canyon and Latigo Canyon, depending on the season, is going to seem like it's gushing with water. The hike to Latigo Canyon begins at this parking lot on Encinal Canyon Road. Directions to the trailhead and the shuttle car parking are in the description. We start at the east end of the lot and quickly cross Encinal Canyon Road. Cars are traveling pretty fast here. We now descend on single track through a thick undergrowth. Cross the seasonal Truncus Creek, and enter Truncus Canyon. Truncus is a Spanish third-person verb for barricades or bars. How this lovely tranquil piece of forest got that name, I don't know. Ah, if only the entire hike was this shaded. This is what's known as a riparian woodland. In this case, that means sycamores, oaks, and willow trees. Thankfully, when the Woolsey fire swept through here in 2018, it left the bottom of the canyon more or less untouched. That's because wildfires are their most intense on hillsides, where convective updrafts draw the flames upwards. The canyon around here was scorched a little bit, but it wasn't destroyed. We reluctantly climb out of the canyon and into the sun. Even with the tall laurel sumac covering the slopes, shade is spotty. I don't think I mentioned how this hike has a cumulative elevation gain of 2,800 feet. So, this is just the beginning of all the uphill we have for the day. The ascent lets up for a bit at the sign and traverses the ridge. About a quarter mile from that sign, we come to this monument on the right-hand side. It commemorates a donation of 40 acres around here by California's former governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and fitness pioneer, Betty Whiter. With that, the Backbone Trail was able to be completed and open to through hikers. Now, by the way, Arnold, if you happen to be watching, you know, it wouldn't hurt to come by here with some clippers and maybe clear out the brush a little bit. This thing is really hard to find. After the trail steeply climbs some more, it goes over a knob where it intersects peaceful Zuma Ridge motorway. We turn left here and descend the road for a short distance to this junction, where we leave the road and turn right onto more single track. From here, the path traverses in and out of small ravines above Newton Canyon. After less than a half mile, we come to this easy to miss trail on the left. Now then, look back to the head of the canyon. There's a waterfall. If you want to get a closer look, you can take the trail for about a quarter mile. It's a detour I think is worth taking. The way continues along the slopes before dropping into the bottom of the canyon at this bridge, which is relatively new. The Woolsey Fire destroyed the old one. From here, the trail climbs for about a mile with views toward Newton Canyon and beyond. And no, that 2,800-foot elevation gain isn't finished yet. At the top, we reach the Canyon Road trailhead.
Gotta say, the name Canyon Doom is rather unusual. It might make more sense if Canyon and Doom were hyphenated. That's because the original name was Canyon Road, named after the family that owned land around here in the 1950s. Then it was extended to Point Doom in Malibu during the 1970s. So, the name refers to the 2 points the road connects.
The path continues to the right of the parking lot where it goes steeply uphill. After a relatively short climb, we cross Canyon Road.
Well, sort of. We're actually on top of a tunnel. One of 3 tunnels on Canyon Road built between 1976 and 1982.
More climbing. We cross this private driveway and start up the side of the occasionally shaded ridge. Near the highest point, we can climb up to the very top for a unique view of the foggy coast and Catalina Island way out there. From here, the trail gradually descends into Newton Canyon, another victim of the Woolsey Fire.
You know, if it wasn't for the charred walnut and coast live oak, you'd never know that the Woolsey Fire came through here 8 years ago and pretty much leveled the entire canyon, except for these trees, of course. This place has amazingly recovered. It feels so alive now, like a fire had never been here.
Eventually, we come to the bottom and the trail climbs out of the canyon. At the top, we pass the trailhead and cross Latigo Canyon Road, where the shuttle car is parked.
That, hot car, was a good hike.